Impact on Your Health is sponsored by Dennis J. Courtney, M.D., Director of the Courtney Medical Group, located at 3075 Washington Road in McMurray, Pennsylvania. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-942-3002. That's 724-942-3002 for Dennis J. Courtney, M.D.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to AIM Impact on Your Health. AIM Impact on Your Health, where every day our goal is to have you learn at least one thing to help you live better and longer. AIM Impact on Your Health is heard each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9 o'clock. I'm Dr. Dennis Courtney, and I'm with you each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9. AIM Impact on Your Health, where each day you'll find current medical news and knowledgeable guests and fascinating health topics, and of course, where we do encourage you to call in to join in today. A new guest today. In a way, sort of a new topic. We've talked about cosmetic preparations in the past. We've talked about organic cosmetic preparations in the past. We really never have talked about acne prevention, a terrible situation that befalls and beleaguers many, especially teenagers, but there's plenty of middle-aged and even as we advance age individuals who are undergoing the same thing. And to use the harsh chemicals that are out there, I mean, you see Proactive, and I don't know how many different ones I see advertised on the TV all the time. Those harsh chemicals are really harmful and potentially damaging to skin as well as other organs of the body. So we're going to be with a gentleman today, Mario DiMartino, first time with us, talking about vanishing acne without chemicals and in a complete organic fashion. That always catches my interest. And so website, if you want to go to it and have it sort of dialed up in the background, is Vita Bella Skincare. VitaBellaSkincare.com, VITABELLA Skincare. VitaBellaSkincare.com. You'll see the product line there, and you'll be able to follow along with us as we get with our guest, a special guest today, Mario DiMartino, to find out about how, in fact, we can vanish acne without chemicals. Now, in our course of discussion with Mr. DiMartino, you want to call in to ask a question or to make a comment. That number, of course, as always, will be 412-825-6262. That's 412-825-6262. And I'll give that number additionally throughout the hour, obviously. As we look at this month of August, clip away, and it is clipping away, and little chuckle, little smirk on my face. Kiddies are up to school coming up on Monday. It's real tough to take. But in preparation for that, yeoman shopping going on. I know what you're doing out there, parents. I understand completely. But the little lovelies will be off and out of your hair here by Monday morning. The remainder of my week looks like this. Tomorrow, we're going to revive, restart, rekindle, reignite the MCG testing that we initiated here way back in February. Multiple patients, numbers of patients have enjoyed the knowledge of learning about the status of their coronary arteries without having to even raise an eyebrow or concerned about any risk, because you can do it. You can learn just about as much as you could with a complete cardiac catheterization without ever having that cardiac cath, by having this little machine, little device called MCG. Stands for multifunctional cardiogram, and it's the device, the name given to the device that does it all, and lets us know what the status of your coronaries are. This is nice to know, by the way. This either gives you peace of mind or concern, one way or the other. It is a non-invasive way to continually follow the status of the coronary vessels if there is an issue with them. If there are considerable amounts of plaque deposited within them, then you want to be put on a plan to be able to reverse that destruction, that damage, that havoc, in a way that without knowing about it at all, you're just a sitting duck waiting for a problem to occur. MCG testing begins tomorrow here. I've checked. Well, I've known for a while that the 25th date was completely occupied. It is filled. I checked the other day. The September 8th date has been filled. you're all waiting to hear other dates. I promise to be able to give you one by Friday. More than likely, we'll try to do an additional test in the month of September for those of you out there that just got it closed off. We had a limited number here. We're in a training mode, and our complete staff is going to be undergoing the use of the machine in toto. Jerry is, and you all know Jerry Singleton, sort of going to be standing over our shoulder, teaching us the appropriate way to use the device. And so for these next two testing dates, the 25th and the 8th, we do limit the number to a smaller number than ordinarily we will be having in the up and coming future. Now, you don't want to miss Friday's show. I've been on the fish oil bandwagon. I've been slapping that stuff down, and you've all responded in a very emotional way. I can understand it. I'm not really trying to rip the fish oil out of your hands, but you would expect that if science has shown the way to question the use of fish oil, then you should be open-minded enough to scrutinize that information and to take it for what it's worth. Well, on Friday, I'm going to be coming at you with the fish oil failures. Now, by that I mean is I keep on researching this thing out over and over again. By the way, you can tell me to do it. You raise questions that are very good. I keep saying, okay, let me do some more reading. Well, my new reading has come across even more information. We're going to call this the fish oil failures because in 2010, that means last year, there were 4 major studies done by 4 mega institutions, prestigious journals that are published in, that absolutely show that fish oil to be a complete and utter and unquestionable failure for the reasons that you think you're taking it for. So that's got to bring into account things like cardiovascular disease. How about this AFib one? When do I blow that one out of the water? Study done by the American Academy of Cardiology says it does not absolutely do anything to correct or promote AFib. It's the cardiologists who have said it. Anyway, I'll have fish failures for you on Friday, bringing you the scientific data from very prestigious groups that have now weighed in and now know and have published in 2010. These aren't ancient studies. These are last year's studies that show that fish oil is not cracked up of what it's supposed to be able to do. And, of course, it will be speaking nothing about the potential harm. I've come to you from another aspect, too. One is that fish oil doesn't work, and the other is that, hey, it'll harm you if you take that stuff. So I'm continuing to read. I'm continuing to find out more about fish oil, and you can continue to listen to this station because I'm sure that right after I get off the air today, there'll be another commercial to sell you some fish oil. It's just funny. I've laughed every time I've signed off and found out that was the next up commercial. Get a kick out of it. Hey, knock on the door. Come on the store quickly. What's on your mind? Go ahead.
Hey, Doc, it's Danville. What's going on?
Danville, as you can see, we're immersed in embroiled controversy up here. Yeah, you're following it, I hope, Danville. You're sticking right with us on it, I hope.
Well, they're going to get out the pitchforks and the crosses
They're
the torches and come after you.
They are coming after me, folks. It's my own listeners, but you know what? They've been exposed to misinformation for so long, they've literally grown up with it. And so we'll bring the science to them, and we'll let them wrestle with it.
Well, you know Udo Erasmus, his oil is 100% good, and I think you look great today.
Oh, thank you, by the way. And Udo's always had it right, because Udo has never used a fish product in his oils. They've always been plant-derived, and they've been combinations. It always has been a blend. The only additional add-on to the Udo Erasmus story is Udo never really knew the right blend. He knew there needed to be a blend between 6s and 3s. He even throws some 9s in there, but he didn't have the scientific data to tell you what the ratio needs to be. Well, we now have that information. It comes to us by the way of a Dr. Yehuda from 1994, but has been continually confirmed by other researchers over these 16 years. So My hat's off always to Udo. He's an intelligent guy. He had the right idea from the get-go. And we thank Yehuda for coming in with and confirming the quantitative component that needs to be brought into it. But fish oils, in any case, are out. And that's enough I've said on the subject. Anything else, Danville? Thanks for the call.
Hey, have a good one.
Okay. All right. Danville has checked in. Hey, looking at that schedule, up and coming, too. Don't forget, on the 31st, the very last day of the month, we squeezed her in here. Dr. Vavavavoom herself, Susan Smith-Jones, asks for a rematch, an early rematch, to talk about sprouts. So I found a spot. They said, absolutely, come on back. I think it's an interesting topic. I can remember a number of years back having this topic discussed with one of our local vendors located on the south side, but then we really never continued with it. And so let's find out what Dr. Susan Smith-Jones has to say about sprouts next Wednesday. Then we'll be flipping that page into September. She returns, by the way, she being Dr. Jones, on the 7th to talk about her previously scheduled encounter with spices that heal. We, of course, have MCG testing on the 8th. I've already mentioned that for those who have signed up, that slot is filled. And then David Brownstein returns on the 16th to discuss salting your way to health, which we initiated that conversation last month with. I'll tell you, I've been busy on the phone. This stuff with fish oils and fatty acids and the like prompted a call to a good friend of mine, and I'm sure you know him too very well. His name is Dr. Robert Rowan. He has a very well-known newsletter that's world famous called Second Opinion, and many of you do get that newsletter. I know because you particularly quote things to me when I see you out and about mentioning Dr. Rowan said this and Dr. Rowan said that. But I'll just let you know a little advance look. He won't be able to come with us until October. The reason is he's going on a hike with Dr. Edward Kondrot, the ophthalmologist. The two of them are going to some long hike. Takes many, many days. I'll fill you in on some of the details as time moves on. But he won't be emerging back in civilization until right at the end of September. We'll bring him in October. And why? Because Dr. Rowan has jumped on the fish oil bandwagon, not in favor of it, but as opposed to it as anyone else. He's a man of science. I thought it'd be very helpful to bring along, especially too because Dr. Rowan is a vegetarian. This has been very interesting for him to find out about the role of fatty acids in a way, well, he never really looked at before. So I promise to bring you Dr. Rowan for further support. You expected it of me, didn't you? If I was going to raise a controversy, I have to keep on coming in with the science to defend the assertions that I make. Check me out, folks. Check me out. Please do, and let science rule the day. And as long as that happens, I'll be pretty happy about it, and also you will be too. All right, let's do this. Take a short... Oh, one thing I wanted to mention. On the back, bioengineered algae concentrates. We were with Roland just the other day talking about that F3 product. We got a number of calls. They said, okay, what's in this stuff? I do have a neat little two-pager that I'll be happy to fax you if you give us a call, called, well, the ingredients of this. I'm just going to go down through a list. Here they come. Proteins in these little capsules, okay, that are bioengineered algae concentrates. First on the proteins, high-quality complete protein between 45 to 55% protein with 98% net assimilation of that protein, including all essential amino acids. That's phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen, phenomenal. On the vitamin side, contains all known vitamins, A, the B complexes, C, D, E, and K. Includes vitamin B12, rarely found in plants, and very beneficial for vegans and vegetarians. That's on the vitamin side. On the mineral side, you've learned about minerals here. They're the macro, they're the micro minerals. There are, well, in this case, over 92 natural minerals and trace elements like calcium, magnesium, zinc, potassium, sodium. The list goes on, 92 deep. All of it, talking about fats, all of the essential fatty acids, omega-6s and omega-3s represented in the product. Enzymes, thousands of enzymes critical to good health, facilitating the breakdown of those food substances of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, mixed carotenoids, nucleic acid, and chlorophyll with extraordinary amounts of calcium spirulin. These are the ingredients of the product. If you want a list of the ingredients, give us a call, either self-addressed or stamp envelope to us, or give us a call with a fax number, and we'll be happy to fax it to you so that you can decide. I believe it's the true one supplement does all that I often get asked about, and now it can completely support the use of one product that fills the bill. Okay, let's take a short break. In the interim, let's find our guest for today, Mario, however you want to say it. Mario DiMartino is our guest, talking about vanishing acne without chemicals on our return. Be right back.
This is Dennis J. Courtney, MD. Have you become confused about how best to manage your health? It's no wonder. It seems that every time you turn on the television or radio, another expert has yet another suggestion for you to follow that seems to be reasonable enough, but no matter how dutifully you follow the instruction, it just doesn't quite produce the results that you are looking for. If this confusion sounds familiar to you, give us a call at the Center for Complementary Health, where we'll make some sense of the confusion based on a blending of traditional and alternative medicine that we've been perfecting over the last 7 years. We offer metabolic nutrition testing, immune system repair, natural hormone replacement therapy, chelation therapy, cutting-edge allergy correction, and a host of other safe and effective alternative therapies.
Dennis J. Courtney, MD, is located at 3075 Washington Road in McMurray. Phone 724-942-3002.
Want to help your family eat healthier? Instead of learning to disguise tofu with wondrous ways, how about some real nutritional power? If your family has the typical American palate for fries, pizza, and burgers, giving your family the blessing of good nutrition is a struggle. Fruit of the Spirit is the answer for your family's nutritional needs. Fruit of the Spirit is an all-natural, whole fruit puree made from fresh fruits native to the Holy Land with alkalizing minerals. Fruit of the Spirit was 5 years in the formulation, the work of a team of top nutritional experts with independent science to confirm its antioxidant power. 1 ounce a day provides the equivalent of 5 servings of fruits and minerals. Fruit of the Spirit is convenient, affordable, and delicious. Even your picky family will sing the praises of Fruit of the Spirit. Give your loved ones the blessing of good nutrition. Call 1-800-442-3793 for a special promotional offer. Fruit of the Spirit, a blessing for your good health. That's 1-800-442-3793. Call them now, 1-800-442-3793.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to AM Impact on Your Health. Right here in KHB 620 each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9 o'clock. I'm Dr. Dennis Courtney with you today on a Wednesday version of the show and a new guest here on AM Impact. We're talking about a subject that I got a feeling is near and dear to a lot of you out there. If not you in particular, and I'm sure a teenage, maybe grandson, granddaughter, even though as we move into adulthood, this acne appears to be an issue that just dogs some individuals and never lets loose. You've tried everything I know, and if you have placed some harsh chemicals in contact with very sensitive tissue. Today, we're going to talk about vanishing acne without those chemicals by a gentleman who ought to know. He's with us right now. Let's say good morning and welcome to our airways, Mr. Mario DiMartino. Mario, welcome aboard. Mario, you've got to get close to that phone. I can't even hear you.
Okay, is that better?
Oh, please keep it just like that. Stay snuggle up to that microphone component of your telephone, and we'll be just fine. Mario, where are you? Where's your company located? Where are you?
We are in Pennsylvania, Stone State. We're in the Pocono Mountains in Whitehaven.
Oh, I hear that Philadelphia twang. I hear it.
I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, and I migrated to the mountains here because of the air quality, water quality, and just the lack of congestion.
The water. Okay, well, that does nail it down. I know I probably have the block in Northeast Philly that you're from. Am I right about the Northeast part?
South Philly is the family from.
Well, I'm familiar with Frankfort Avenue. We'll just let it go at that.
Sure.
Mario, you got involved with cosmetics. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you get involved with this work with dealing with skin, and that leads you in developing a product line that's got to have a byline behind it because, well, what are you trained to do? How is it that you find this is where you're going to move in your life's work?
Great question. 10 years ago, I would have never thought I was skincare manufacturing. I've been an entrepreneur for about 20 years of career sales for most of my life. And, 4 years ago, I decided to go into import export. And I had the delight of moving my entire family, wife, children, small children, to Europe for 1 year. And we moved to Greece, moved to Italy, and we studied the art and the science of olive oil growing, production, and fruit. And it was a product that fascinated me. And I was angry to find out that most olive oil in America, has been misrepresented in that you're not getting true olive oil on the grocery store shelf. So I had to go to the source to find the truth. And in doing that, it opened up a whole other world of study regarding ancient herbs and compounds and different plant life that, America doesn't use or hasn't used for decades. And ultimately, I incorporated this organic, high-quality olive oil from Tuscany, Italy, the world's first organic plant-based skincare system that incorporates antioxidants, phytonutrients, plant life, a host of incredible skin-enhancing natural compounds. And, we were going great years with that product. And then all of a sudden, my wife, after 15 had perfect skin, developed chronic case of adult acne. And
how old was she at the time?
She was 36. Not like she was a teenager.
Huh.
And immediately realized that our anti-aging product was not the answer. So we sought traditional methods. We were looking into home remedies. Ultimately, that didn't work. Putting acid on your face, and oatmeal, and cucumbers on your eyes, and all the stuff to try to do this acne. So we had this dermatological help and the traditional method, and she wasn't too happy with that prognosis because they put her on birth control pills, antibiotics, benzoyl peroxide, you name it. This regimen was serious. And after a couple days or a couple months or weeks of that, we realized it wasn't working, getting side effects. So we were really in a pickle. And I started to look at it as a whole, all the different products out there, and studying the compounds they use, study, analysis, realized that this industry was broke. It was broke not from a financial perspective, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, but it was broke in that it was not giving the consumer what they really needed. And what they really needed was a product that was devoid of some of these toxic compounds that really doesn't cure acne. It just prolongs the misery.
Now, this thing with the olive oil intrigues me. So you went over there and you found out that they've been sending us their rot gut product for all this time, and they have this specialized stuff that they keep for themselves. Is that what you found out?
Well, the best stocks are kept for themselves or sold for $50 a liter high-end across the world. So the FDA, when they permit oils to come in through our ports, sadly, you could have first press, cold press, extra virgin oil from Greece on the label, but when it comes to our port, the FDA does not require companies to prove the validity of the origin oil, the acidity level, and the lack of blending with hazelnut and soybean oils. So there really is a mystery going on in the retail aspect of America. And then they went into a litigation process. The Southern California Restaurant Association of America filed a class action lawsuit against the three big importers. And so it's this epidemic of truth in labeling, and hence we've got this stir-up in olive oil trickery business. And, skincare is no different. It's all about truth in labeling. What are we actually getting in our products?
Well, that's really true. I harken back to remembering when I first was made aware of the fact that Scotch that we got here in the United States was vodka. That the real stuff, they keep it to themselves over there. It was called single malt, and for years we couldn't even get it here.
Sure.
And all of a sudden now it is pretty frequently found, but there was a time when we didn't even know it. So similar thing happened, I guess, with the olive oil. Now you were originally utilizing olive oil in what capacity? And then was it in the cosmetic realm initially, or?
No, initially it was high quality specialty bottling packaging. We were bottling quarters of organic certified custom oil that was hand-picked, and we called it Isabella. It's a common European term. Isabella means the beautiful life. So part of having the beautiful life is having beautiful products, having beautiful face, beautiful skin, and ingesting things that reflect that philosophy. So Isabella Skincare was born, Isabella Direct was born, and we realized that organic olive oil for centuries has such an external benefit. The Mediterranean culture, Italian Spaniards, they would rub olive oil on various parts of the body to preserve this burst process, protect from the sun's harmful rays for centuries. And I said to myself, what an awesome concept. Here I go to this family reunion in South Philly, and I got my Aunt Annie there. She's 89 years old. She's got the skin of a 45-year-old. I said, what is your secret? And she ingests oil externally, and it's just known fact. So I said, the average 40-year-old American woman is not going to sit there and pour Felipe Barrio on her face. So why don't we incorporate the best known synopsis in the world and light into a skincare process that would completely revolutionize the way we treat this aging process. We did that. We incorporated acai berry, rose tips, coenzyme 10, grape extract, vitamin C, aloe vera juice, dozens of useful compounds to burst the aging process, help to scrub toxins off your face, and hence we've got this incredible Isabella stick. And before you know it, we had celebrities in Hollywood on the fly were calling us saying, like, products, that's yes, stations, cooking shows, all kinds of people coming out of the woodwork saying, why is this so different? This is different stuff. And it was very exciting. But the Acne product is our latest venture because the truth in acne treatment intrigues me when I see these advertisements of these young celebrities with real hyped up people talking about products that supposedly cure acne. Go to look at what they're utilizing from an ingredient perspective, and it's startling. And, being raised in a nutritional home, my mother was a nutritionist. We were raised on organic foods with macrobiotic diets, and, we were always healthy, always, prescription-free in our family, and never really went to the hospital, went to doctor's checkup. So we knew what was right for us. And I knew that what they were giving us just didn't coincide with the
So then, as it turns out, as your entrepreneurial spirit combines with your family background, your heritage, and what you've learned in your trip abroad, an outgrowth of that is that you come up with a product that it seems to me is more on the line of a preservative, a cosmetic aid. And then that rapidly transforms itself into a product to help a disease that's a pretty big problem in the United States, for that matter, more than likely the world, with respect to this thing called acne. By the way, how prevalent a problem is this acne as you understand it?
Well, it was surprising to find out that over 1 million Americans suffer from either minor acne as high as chronic or cystic. 45 million of them people under the age of 21. So it's really touching 1 out of 5, 6 now.
Staggering numbers when you consider. And by the way, is this mostly a condition of adolescence, as the casual observer, like myself, would think it to be, and only rarely found in adults? Or do I have a misunderstanding of how prevalent this really is in the adult population?
that's a loaded question. I don't know if I can answer exactly correctly, but what we have in the country is the host why people have acne. Yes, genetic factor. Yes, there's partially a small number of genetic health factors, but I would think most stems from, this is my opinion, it stems from a lack of enzymes in the body. When we have a lack of enzymes in our diet, from fresh fruits and vegetables that are devoid of enzymes, the process of our body's ability to have proper liver function can be linked to overactive production of bacteria that ultimately results in inflammation. Simple. Some of it is stress. Much of it is hormonal related for women 30 years and older. If it's transition right now, there's a lot of reasons to get acne. That's really an individual thing that you have to study.
No matter what the cause, however, do you feel, especially providing a product as you now do, that no matter what brings you to the table, if you have these facial lesions, that can be greatly improved, this problem can be greatly improved by the product that you promote?
I believe so. In advocacy for natural things, I'm going to lean towards herbs and compounds and plant oils. Traditionally, we have products in that industry that incorporate very harsh industrial-type chemicals that really create a burning, a tasting effect in the skin. And it gives the appearance to the consumer that, hey, my acne is shriveling up. Yeah, I guess the pimples are kind of drying up, but you're also destroying your surface tissue, and you're incorporating some very harsh chemicals into your body that are very detrimental to your liver, kidneys, and other functions. But yes, my product, 9 out of 10 people get awesome results the first time they use my product with 0 side effects. And that was our mission. Give the consumer an affordable product that was effective with 0 side effects, that they could tell their friends about how gentle it was, and hey, how did you make your skin so awesome looking without chemicals?
All right. Why don't we do this? Let's take a short break. When we come back, I'd really like to hear, because when someone uses the word organic to me, and certainly to my listeners, we have conjured up in our own minds what that means. That means we have a product there with no chemicals, fruits and so forth, vegetables grown without any pesticides, and this is the kind of product that listeners to this program and this station really gravitate towards. I'd like to hear a bit about how you find these products. I think that's always been a difficulty out there, finding the organic components to be able to put together a product that allows you to announce it as organic. So when we return, can we hear about what's inside this thing? I don't want any, proprietary things disclosed, but of course, the raw ingredients I just love to learn a little more about, okay? Okay, we're with Mario DiMartino talking about how to vanish acne without chemicals. Vita Bella Skincare Products is the name of the company. Be back in a moment with Mr. DiMartino.
Have you been to the doctor lately? The big top of your complaint list? Even if your doctor asks you what you eat, the recommended 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day is a dream in your busy schedule. What if you learned of a product 5 years in the formulation that delivers 5 servings of fruits and minerals in just 1 ounce? That's right, it's Through the Spirit. The blessings of Through the Spirit are now formulated into a delicious whole fruit puree product rich in antioxidants and minerals. Your health is more than just a test result. It's a balance of physical, spiritual, and emotional factors. You work regularly to strengthen your faith, but Through the Spirit help cover your nutritional needs in a convenient and cost-effective ounce a day. Call 1-800-442-3793 for a special promotional offer. Through the Spirit, a blessing for your good health. Through the Spirit, 5 servings of fruits and minerals with no added sugars. That's 1-800-442-3793 for your good health. Call them now, 1-800-442-3793.
This is Dennis J. Courtney, MD. Have you become confused about how best to manage your health? It's no wonder. It seems that every time you turn on the television or radio, another expert has yet another suggestion for you to follow that seems to be reasonable enough, but no matter how dutifully you follow the instructions, it just doesn't quite produce the results that you are looking for. If this confusion sounds familiar to you, give us a call at the Center for Complementary Health, where we'll make some sense of the confusion based on a blending of traditional and alternative medicine that we've been perfecting over the last 7 years. We offer metabolic nutrition testing, immune system repair, natural hormone replacement therapy, chelation therapy, cutting-edge allergy correction, and a host of other safe and effective alternative therapies.
Dennis J. Courtney, M.D. is located at 3075 Washington Road in McMurray. Phone 724-942-3002.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to AIM Impact on Your Health. Here in a Wednesday morning version of the show, we're talking about acne, how to deal with it in a way that doesn't use any harsh chemicals whatsoever. An entrepreneurial spirit helped develop and spearhead this product through literally learning in his own family situation how devastating this disease can be. Talking about his wife. The company VitabellaSkincare.com, I guess, is the website. We're going to ask the owner and CEO of the company, Mr. Mario DiMartino. You still with us, Mario?
I sure am.
Stay snuggled up to that phone, Mario. I think we had a little drop off there in the first segment. Talking about the product. Oh, let's not go any further without allowing our listeners to find out more about you. Give them your website information. If there's telephone information, product information, anything you'd like in order to let the listener get a better way to get a hold of how to contact you and get this product.
Thank you, Doctor. Yes, our website is www.vita, that's V as in Victor, I-T-A, Bella, E-L-L-A, skincare.com. VitabellaSkincare.com. And you can reach us directly at 1-800-697-5450 Eastern Standard Time. And again, VitabellaSkincare.com. More information about these awesome products.
Wonderful. Now, speaking of your product line, we were talking about this organic. It's very enthralling and appealing to my listeners. When anything is purchased, we're always reading labels. We're big label readers here. That goes with foods or anything else. Certainly, skincare products are an issue with my listeners. And when someone comes up with a product that is organic, this means to us that it's completely chemical-free. Does that mean the same to you? Absolutely chemical-free?
It really is. There's a lot of careful study went into incorporation of these compounds, to be different from mainstream. There's a lot of labels that are overused, all natural and chemical-free in America, but we were really determined to live up to that standard, especially with our skincare line. Because 86% of all the compounds that are used in skincare in America were outlawed by the European Union in 2001. We didn't want to be part of that camp. We wanted to be part of the grassroots movement that gives people just the highest quality available without risk to their health.
Now, you had to go out and look for these ingredients. They're plant-derived, almost all of them, I'm sure. If there aren't many more that are not plant-derived and maybe animal-derived, I'd sure like to know about them. What are some of the ingredients contained in your product of the acne product that helps remove acne, which can happen in as little as a week? I was pretty much amazed to hear you said that you can expect to see some noticeable changes in as little as a week. Did I hear that right?
That's true. We've had people with chronic acne, face or pimples for years, 3 weeks, 60% difference in their skin. It just depends on the person. There's no product that works universally the same way for everyone, but as a whole, 9 out of 10 consumers will just see great results in the person. One of the main ingredients in the product that was really hard to find was an herb, called burdock root. It's a plant that was found along the hedgerows in Europe, 600-700 years ago, and it was originally, I think, utilized by the Medici family, a very prominent Italian family, in which we get our modern word for medicine from, by the way. They were a medically family. And this burdock root is commonly known as an anti-inflammatory. It's an antibacterial. It increases blood circulation and eliminates toxins in the skin. It was used to treat and cure things such as measles, arthritis, viruses, eczema, psoriasis, etc. So anything on the skin, this burdock root really, really helps. And don't ask me why they stopped using it, but it's back in style now.
Is it something that grows wild? I don't remember burdock forests or anything like that. Burdock groves. Is this something that's found wild in nature, or is it cultivated?
It is found wild. Again, it was originally discovered 600 years ago along the hedgerows and the fence rows in Europe. And someone discovered it, microscope worked with it, tested, studied, started applying this natural product, found it to be extremely helpful. Then there's azulene. It's a compound that's derived from the chamomile plant. And azulene is one of the world's most powerful anti-inflammatory and blemish retarders, if I may use this word. A pimple is a blemish or an eruption, and azulene is known to reduce those eruptions very quickly and also prevent the production of those eruptions. So it's compounds like that, or organic aloe leaf, or marshmallow root, distilled lavender flower, or some uncommon plants and herbs that you don't find in the health store very readily that we've incorporated into this product to make it very unique. And the results themselves.
Yeah, so not only are you have a whole product in the particular substance that you sell, but it appears that you get extracts. I mean, if you're getting that azulene, I never heard of that before. You say that's an extract of a certain plant, and so you have to extract that, and you put the extract in, although it's from an organic source. You're dealing with a pure line of substance known to aid in skin, well, you said skin eruptions and other skin lesions. Now, yeah, go ahead.
No, that's true. I mean, here's our philosophy, Isabella. You can't pronounce it or even eat it. It doesn't belong in your face. Because, we all know that the skin is the largest organ in the body. It's so sensitive, your body's so sensitive to what you put on your skin. American women are putting lead in their lipstick on their face. They're putting aluminum in their underarm deodorant. We've got propylene glycol, antifreeze, all these petrolina, crude oil products. Everything that we use in America is just in our system, unaware. It's time to stop ignorance, pardon my French. To teach people that they can use products that are, just because it's organic doesn't mean it's weak. We've been taught in America that the word organic really doesn't work. No, I beg to differ. Organic is very powerful.
Oh, it's extremely powerful, and of course, with the lack of harm. I mean, there are just substances that are, parabens, for instance? Isn't this like a universally well-known harmful substance on almost all skin products that are found out in the market that aren't of an organic variety?
That's true. It's a known preservative that's just about everything. And sadly, in 1996, I believe, was the University of Georgia did a medical study, their medical department did a study on 20 cadavers of women who perished because of breast cancer. As they extracted those tumors from the cadavers, they found parabens, fragrance, propylene glycol, sodium lauryl sulfate present in tumors, and they derived that was the demise of these women, the over-toxicity of their organs. So it's no secret that these accumulative processes of rubbing these things on our skin is having a detrimental effect on America, not just women. Women apply 12 products daily on average, and men apply 5 to 6 products daily.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's that accumulative process. You're not going to die from Suave shampoo tomorrow morning, whatever, but not the bad mouth of the products, but it's that over and over again usage of harmful critters.
That you just hit me with a statistic I never knew. 12 women apply 12 products a day, and men 5 or 6.
That's right. The most dangerous place for a woman in America isn't some back alley in the inner city. Isn't Iraq. It isn't some dark alley. It's her own bathroom, unawares, not aware of what's going on in this process, because we trust regulatory agencies give us things that are at least safe for us, whether it's the FDA or people who approve the incorporation of ingredients, but sadly it's such a loose industry that it really boils down to bottom dollar how the most prolific products make serious corporate profit. I think it boils down to that. It's a sad concept. We just say that.
Yeah, and you don't want to get involved talking about our wonderful FDA. We'll just let it go at that for now. You're opening up an entire can of worms with that.
Sure.
All right, we're going to take another short break. When we return, you may want to be asking, you don't mind taking questions, do you, Mario?
I love questions.
So we're going to take a short break. On our return, we'll listen for a knock on the door. If you have a mind to ask Mario DiMartino a question about his product line, the company Vita Bella, and talking about vanishing acne without chemicals, a complete organic line on our return with Mario. The number 412-825-6262. If you do have a question, be back in a moment with Mr. DiMartino. Yeah, we're doing the file. We're going to have about 10 minutes left. Where do you want to go to? Is there any place you want to go that I'm not taking you right now?
Healthier? Instead of learning to disguise tofu in wondrous ways, how about some real nutritional power? If your family has the typical American palate for fries, pizza, and burgers, giving your family the blessing of good nutrition is a struggle. Fruit of the Spirit is the answer for your family's nutritional needs. Fruit of the Spirit is an all-natural whole fruit puree made from fresh fruits native to the Holy Land with alkalizing minerals. Fruit of the Spirit was 5 years in the formulation, the work of a team of top nutritional experts with independent science to confirm its antioxidant power. 1 ounce a day provides the equivalent of 5 servings of fruits and minerals. Fruit of the Spirit is convenient, affordable, and delicious. Even your picky family will sing the praises of Fruit of the Spirit. Give your loved ones the blessing of good nutrition. Call 1-800-442-3793 for a special promotional offer. Fruit of the Spirit, a blessing for your good health. That's 1-800-442-3793. Call them now, 1-800-442-3793.
This is Dennis J. Courtney, MD. Have you become confused about how best to manage your health? It's no wonder. It seems that every time you turn on the television or radio, another expert has yet another suggestion for you to follow that seems to be reasonable enough, but no matter how dutifully you follow the instruction, it just doesn't quite produce the results that you were looking for. If this confusion sounds familiar to you, give us a call at the Center for Complementary Health, where we'll make some sense of the confusion based on a blending of traditional and alternative medicine that we've been perfecting over the last 7 years. We offer metabolic nutrition testing, immune system repair, natural hormone replacement therapy, chelation therapy, cutting-edge allergy correction, and a host of other safe and effective alternative therapies.
Dennis J. Courtney, MD, is located at 3075 Washington Road in McMurray. Phone 724-942-3002.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to AM Impact on Your Health. Heard here on KHB 620 each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9 o'clock. I'm Dr. Dennis Courtney with you today on a Wednesday version of the show, a topic we don't usually come by often, but one that each and every time we do, it's intriguing to learn some new information about how to deal with these skin care issues. Certainly a necessary item in anyone who's health-oriented and wants to take care of their skin as well as they do the rest of their body in an extremely healthy way. Today we're visiting with Mr. Mario DiMartino, President and CEO of Vita Bella cosmetic line. I'm going to let him, are you back with my friend? Are you there?
I sure am.
Okay, once again, the name of the company, the website, and any other information you want to give our listeners in order to be able to contact you.
The name of our company is VitaBellaSkincare.com, and produce the world's finest anti-aging products, world's finest anti-acne treatment products. Do not incorporate parabens, sodium lauryl sulfate, petrochemicals of any sort. Here's a big one: fragrance, another known killer in America. Artificial colors, A's, NDAs, no animal testing. We're completely clean. We're vegan, and we're here to sell properly.
You got all the right words in there, Mario. It sounds exactly the kind of product that listeners of mine would be, well, there'd be a natural flow towards you and your product and the company that you represent. When it comes to this interesting line, we're talking about acne a lot today, but as I'm now learning, you have so many other products other than acne products that are in the cosmetic line. Give me an idea of what some of those are. Give my listeners an idea. By the way, we're still opening up for questions. If you have any out there, 412-825-6262 if you got a question for Mr. DiMartino. But could you elaborate a bit on some of the other things that you carry in your product line?
Yes, we have organic olive oil, shea butter, hand and body lotion that incorporates and all sorts of other tremendous skin-enhancing compounds. Again, completely organic. We have organic olive oil shampoo with rosemary, zero chemicals on the horizon. Another. We have a famous olive oil bar of soap that you use in bath, incorporating other skin-enhancing qualities. There's a lot on the horizon. We're a young company. We're constantly developing, looking for what the consumer wants, and trying to make just the best example of it in the industry. So, VitaBellaSkincare.com, and as always, our products come with a unconditional money-back guarantee, and we want happy customers.
Now, you are in any stores right now, or most of the time you have to get the product through you and your company at the website?
Predominantly internet right now. We have about 6 or 8 retailers, shops in Philadelphia suburbs, and using our products as a retail outlet. We have big chains right now that are courting with us. So we're excited about this.
Oh, you keep on out there. If you have the right product, they will find you, especially if it's an organic one, knowing that the chemical issue is becoming, well, the citizens are becoming aware out there of the contaminants and the harsh things that are found in cosmetic lines. So you're on the right track. They'll find you. You'll be big time in no time, Mario. Take it from me.
Thanks, Kurt.
Got a knock on the door. You're with Mr. Mario DiMartino. Go right ahead. What's on your mind?
This is a good show, and I only caught part of it, but could you just spell the name of the website and your name?
Yes, the company name is Vita Bella. That's V as in Victor, I-A Bella, L-L-A, skincare.com, VitaBellaSkincare.com, and my name is Mario Martino. I am the president, CEO, and product developer.
Okay, one more time. How do you spell that?
Yes, it's V as in Victor, I-T-A, Vita Bella, skincare.com.
Vita Bella, B-E-L-L-A?
Yes, ma'am. It means the beautiful life in European culture.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that because we're here in Vita Bella with a D.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Thanks.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
By the way, Marty, no truth to the matter that you paid Casey Anthony in any way to advertise for your company. That'd be correct?
That's true.
You had to go crazy when you saw that all that Vita Bella advertisement and went, oh my goodness gracious. Enough about that. Enough said. Okay, another knock on the door. You're with Mr. Mario DiMartino. Go right ahead. What's on your mind?
Good morning. I have 2 quick questions. I wanted his opinion on the using blue light laser on acne eruptions, and also what his opinion of probiotics in this whole scheme of things. Thank you.
I don't know much about the blue light laser. I'm not qualified to answer that. I'm sorry.
That's fair enough. What about probiotics? These are many of my listeners take probiotics to colonize the colon in order to be able to have manufactured the healthy bacteria line in the colon to promote health. Do you have any connection between colon and skin and the use of probiotics? Has that ever come up?
Well, for people who use antibiotics to treat more severe acne, I would say that you need that to counteract the harmful effects of that. So that's about the most I know it. I do know that the colon is obviously digestive related, and the whole process of, again, this digestive enzyme process and being able to expel toxins properly is all interrelated. So, yes, probiotics are a necessity.
Well, certainly maintaining colon health has got to promote health everywhere. And I will say this, if there is a skin anomaly going on, the first place you have to think is GI. And it's not usually a thought process that occurs in the conventional medical community, who never thinks that way. But if there are skin eruptions, skin lesions, there's got to be a colon connection that has to be addressed. The probiotics, to this particular caller, we know her very well, is spot on, absolutely a must when it comes to helping the skin through diet and correct assimilation of food. Okay, Mario, with just a minute or two left, what else? What's up and coming for your company? Anything new on the drawing board? I know the soap you mentioned is going to be coming out in the very near future. A bar of soap, huh?
Right. We're trying to get into Whole Foods as we talk because that's the store that everybody knows that incorporates this type of product. We're going to at Expo East in Baltimore, demonstrating our products to the largest buyers in the world that purchase products for retail. We're always looking for distributors, grassroots perspective, to share our products and earn dollars and impact your region. If you're interested, call us at 800-697-5450. We'd love to work with you. We're looking for retailers across the board, anywhere in the state. And we're a very easy company to get along with. We're down to earth mom and pop, and we'll give you the best service possible. And we want happy customers and truth products.
Wonderful, Mario. The company sounds like it's up and coming, upwardly mobile, as they say in yuppie language, and it looks like you, at the spearhead of this, you're a great representative for your company, and nothing but great things in store for you in the future, as I see. Whole Foods, by the way, we call them whole paycheck. Watch out, Mario. Watch out hooking on.
I hear you.
Okay.
Different thoughts of that process. But again, it's DitaBellaSkincare.com. Dr. Courtney, it was a pleasure being on your awesome show and up to great work in this information.
My pleasure. Bongers in the background say it's time out of here. Don't forget on Friday, you're going to be talking about the fish oil failures. You've heard it here, folks. Be ready with pen in hand. We'll talk about it then. Until then, this is Dr. Dennis Courtney with Mr. Mario DiMartino saying so long for AM Impact on Your Health.
AM Impact on Your Health is sponsored by Dennis J. Courtney, MD, Director of the Courtney Medical Group, located at 3075 Washington Road in McMurray, Pennsylvania. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-942-3002. That's 724-942